Hello, garden lovers. Welcome back to Time for Gardening, where we bring you charming ideas for blooming small spaces. If you dream of creating a dreamy cottage-style garden, even in the tiniest yard, then you're in for a real treat today. In this video, we'll explore about charming garden fence ideas that are not only beautiful and space-saving, but also sustainable and full of personality. From upcycled treasures to floral-covered lattices, each fence idea brings its own story, texture, and magic to your garden. So grab a cup of tea, settle in, and be sure to watch all the way through. Your perfect garden fence inspiration might just be the last one. There's nothing quite as timeless as a white picket fence adorned with climbing pink roses. This classic feature instantly transports us to the heart of an English cottage garden, where beauty meets tradition. It frames even the tiniest spaces with a storybook feel, making the garden look lush, romantic, and cared for. As the roses bloom and spill over the pickets, they add movement, fragrance, and a dreamy quality that delights with every glance. For small spaces, the picket fence offers a lightweight visual structure that doesn't overwhelm. It creates an intimate boundary while still allowing sunshine and breezes to filter through. When paired with perennials like lavender or salvia at its base, it becomes a soft and welcoming frame for the garden, inviting pollinators and admiration from all who pass by. Crafted from flexible willow branches, wattle fencing offers a sustainable, naturalistic alternative to traditional fencing. Its handmade, woven texture instantly evokes rustic charm while blending seamlessly into the garden landscape. This fence feels as though it emerged from the earth itself, giving the garden a rooted, artisanal aesthetic. Beyond its looks, the wattle fence is ideal for small, intimate gardens. It provides gentle containment without feeling rigid, perfect for edging beds of foxglove, chamomile, or daisies. Its low profile and soft curves allow for organic garden design, guiding the eye while nurturing a sense of harmony between structure and wild bloom. Repurposing old shutters as a garden fence is both eco-friendly and irresistibly whimsical. With soft pastel hues and vintage hardware left intact, shutter fences bring cottage character and personal flair to any small space garden. Each panel tells a story of windows once framing a home, now reborn to frame your flowers. The vertical slats provide privacy without total enclosure, offering just enough peek-through charm. Attach hanging planters or string up solar lights, and this creative fence becomes a backdrop for seasonal displays. It's a clever marriage of upcycling and charm, perfect for gardeners who love to blend sustainability with style. Delicate yet full of purpose, mini trellis panels bring vertical interest and floral abundance to the smallest of gardens. Covered in fragrant sweet peas or morning glories, these trellises act as living screens, softening garden edges while adding a burst of color and movement. Placed along pathways or tucked behind raised beds, they draw the eye upward, making even a tiny space feel expansive. In a cottage garden setting, they effortlessly complement picket fencing or raised beds, allowing climbing plants to shine while maintaining a graceful, open-air feel. What once was a bed frame now becomes a sculptural garden fence, adding vintage flair to a flower-filled plot. The ornate curves of cast iron lend themselves beautifully to the romantic aesthetic of a cottage garden, while the open pattern lets plants weave through with ease. As a conversation piece and functional border, the upcycled frame defines space without confining it. Nestled among hollyhocks or delphiniums, it whispers stories of old-fashioned elegance, bringing both structure and nostalgia to your blooming retreat. A vertical herb garden built into your fence brings beauty and function into perfect harmony. Hanging pots filled with rosemary, basil, and thyme turn your garden's edge into a living pantry, ideal for those who crave fresh flavors and greenery in a compact space. The wooden slats act as both support and backdrop, adding rustic warmth to your edible display. Beyond its practical appeal, this setup enhances the sensory experience of your garden. Imagine brushing past fragrant herbs as you move through your outdoor space, their scents mingling with nearby blooms. The vertical layout also maximizes planting in narrow gardens, proving that small space gardening can be as lush and bountiful as any traditional setup. Transforming wooden pallets into a pastel-painted garden fence brings a touch of cheerful charm to any small yard. With hues of blush, mint, or sky blue, each board becomes a brushstroke in a living canvas. The pallets offer privacy and structure while staying light and breezy in tone. This DIY-friendly fence pairs wonderfully with annuals and self-seating blooms. It invites creativity. Imagine trailing ivy peeking through slats, or mini shelves holding potted succulents. In a cottage-style garden, where whimsy meets intention, the pastel pallet fence becomes both a backdrop and an artistic expression. For those drawn to Mediterranean ease, a bamboo roll fence offers a natural and calming enclosure. Lightweight yet textural, the bamboo softly diffuses sunlight and wind, making it perfect for enclosing a corner filled with fragrant lavender or thyme. Its tone blends beautifully with dry climate plantings and muted color palettes. When paired with low mounds of herbs or grasses, the fence invites you into a space that feels both serene and simple. It's a wonderful choice for tiny gardens that aim to be meditative sanctuaries, where sustainable materials and drought-tolerant plants come together in gentle harmony. A fence made from vertical log slices brings forest charm to a garden setting. With each cut revealing a unique ring pattern, the logs create a sculptural and organic look that speaks to nature lovers and rustic design enthusiasts alike. This fence works beautifully in small cottage gardens where texture and warmth are welcome. Used as a low boundary or decorative edge, the log slice fence blends into flower beds in wild areas effortlessly. It also celebrates sustainability. Crafted from salvaged wood, it turns natural waste into something enduring and artistic. The visual rhythm it creates adds depth and character without ever feeling heavy-handed. A white lattice fence offers elegance and airiness, especially when paired with climbing clematis vines. This classic structure invites blooms to dance upward, forming a wall of color and texture that shifts with the seasons. In a small garden, it becomes a soft screen, providing privacy without blocking light. The visual lightness of lattice makes it ideal for compact spaces. It encourages vertical gardening and adds a touch of refinement, while remaining informal enough for cottage-style planting. When clematis blooms in purple, pink, or white cascade over the frame, it transforms a humble fence into a living tapestry. Old window frames find new life when transformed into a fence that blends nostalgia with creativity. Their open panes act as airy dividers, allowing the garden to feel open while still providing a sense of definition. By adding terracotta pots or hanging baskets to the frames, this fence becomes a vertical showcase of herbs, flowers, or cascading greens. The charm lies in its imperfection. The aged wood, peeling paint, and weathered character all tell a story. In a tiny cottage garden, these frames invite light and air while offering practical vertical growing space. It's a perfect fusion of vintage flair and functional beauty, especially for gardeners who value both sustainability and soul. blending the strength of stone with the warmth of wood. This low-profile fence grounds your garden in natural beauty. The stone base offers texture and solidity, while the wooden top adds classic cottage charm. Together, they form a boundary that feels both established and inviting. This combination is especially suited for raised beds or flower borders in small gardens. It provides a subtle division of space without disrupting the overall flow. Whether paired with clipped boxwoods or trailing flowers, the stone and wood fence evokes a timeless elegance, proving that even functional edges can be beautiful. Sleek and slightly industrial, copper pipe fencing adds a refined twist to small space gardens. It gleams in the sun and ages beautifully over time, turning green with a natural patina. Strung with delicate wire or mesh, this fence style remains light, airy, and modern. For a whimsical touch, hang hummingbird feeders along the pipe. The fence becomes a perch and a playground for visiting pollinators, adding life and movement. In cottage-inspired gardens, it bridges past and present, a contemporary material serving timeless joys. Neat rows of red brick, laid low to the ground, create a charming edging fence that gently outlines garden beds. When paired with well-manicured boxwoods, this look evokes the elegance of a formal garden in a soft, cottage-friendly way. It provides a tidy frame without feeling too rigid, making it ideal for small gardens that need order and flow. The combination of hard brick and soft foliage offers delightful contrast. It anchors the planting visually while keeping pathways clear and inviting. Whether leading along a border of roses or lavender, this edge fence acts like punctuation, defining space while allowing the plants to shine. A painted picket fence brings instant cheer, especially when dotted with tiny birdhouses along the top rail. Choose a soft white or dusty pastel shade to keep things light and cottage appropriate. Then add decorative touches, carved hearts, floral motifs, or even hand-painted vines for personality. Each birdhouse becomes both a decorative element and an invitation to wildlife. Together, the fence and its feathered accessories transform your small garden into a haven of charm and chirping. It's not just about enclosure. It's about storytelling, whimsy, and welcoming life into the garden. Turn old, weathered doors into a magical garden wall by standing them side by side like sentinels of stories past. Each panel, with its peeling paint and rusty handles, adds character and romance. The vertical height brings privacy, while the age-worn look gives depth and history to even a brand new garden. Let ivy or climbing roses twine their way up the panels, softening the wood and blending architecture with nature. In a small garden, this unexpected fence style adds drama and personality, making it feel like a secret space tucked behind the doors of time. Vintage chairs don't need to be functional to bring joy. They just need to be planted in the right place. Line up old chair backs along a flower border and watch your fence become a conversation piece. Each backrest offers its own flair, from turned spindles to carved florals, creating a quirky yet cohesive whole. The space between each chair allows glimpses of the garden beyond, keeping the area open and welcoming. Paired with cottage blooms like cosmos, foxgloves, and pansies, this fence feels like something out of a fairy tale. It's practical whimsy, rooted in creativity and charm. Raw and Rustic, a corrugated metal fence offers bold texture and durability, perfect for urban cottage gardens that want a bit of edge. Framed with warm wooden trim, it transforms from cold industrial to charmingly reclaimed. The shine of the metal catches sunlight, while the wood softens its lines. Plant tall perennials like hollyhocks or sunflowers in front to contrast the hard material with natural softness. In a small space, this fence reflects light and adds a sense of enclosure, all while telling a story of reuse and design savvy. It's tough, beautiful, and surprisingly elegant. When flexibility is key, a hinged folding panel fence offers both function and charm. Made from lightweight wood or reclaimed doors, it can be expanded or folded as needed, perfect for renters, seasonal gardeners, or those with evolving layouts. Its accordion style creates visual rhythm while giving you the freedom to reshape your space. Add garden pots, hanging baskets, or even climbing vines to make this fence feel like a living wall. It acts as a room divider for the outdoors, helping define zones in the garden while maintaining an airy, adaptable vibe. In tiny gardens, it offers privacy without permanence, a rare and beautiful combination. An arched fence top adds elegance and softness to a small space garden. Its gentle curve draws the eye upward, making the space feel taller and more open. When adorned with a garland of climbing roses, be it blush pink, ivory, or deep crimson, it transforms into a romantic portal. This type of fence works wonderfully at garden entrances or as a backdrop to a seating area. The arch feels welcoming, and the flowers bring fragrance and movement. Even in compact spaces, this design brings grandeur and grace, making every corner feel thoughtfully composed. Stacked wooden crates, once used for fruit or storage, can become an innovative vertical fence. Their open structure allows you to fill them with trailing plants, potted herbs, or seasonal flowers, turning a functional wall into a living sculpture. It's a fantastic way to reuse materials while maximizing space. Perfect for tiny patios or balcony gardens, the crate fence acts as both boundary and planter. Its rustic texture complements cottage blooms and veggies alike. With a little creativity, this upcycled solution adds dimension, greenery, and a handmade spirit to even the smallest garden plot. Delicate iron scrollwork creates a fence that's more art than enclosure. With its vintage curves and open form, it allows flowers to peek through and light to dance across every twist of metal. This type of fence doesn't hide the garden. It enhances it, acting like a lace frame for your blooms. Plant cottage classics like peonies, violas, or snapdragons nearby to soften the iron with softness and color. In a tiny space, this open design adds grace without feeling heavy, proving that even the most ornate details can work in a modest garden when paired with nature's touch. Short, sturdy, and filled with charm, a mini stone wall topped with a wooden cap adds a classic boundary to flower beds or paths. The stones anchor the garden visually, while the wood brings warmth and contrast. Together, they create a low fence that feels grounded and enduring. It's especially effective in small cottage gardens where space is limited but character is desired. Whether curving gently through the landscape or outlining a square bed, this fence provides structure without overshadowing the blooms. It's a beautiful finish to a thoughtfully layered garden space. And there you have it, beautifully crafted garden fence ideas, perfect for tiny spaces with a big heart. Whether you love vintage charm, natural textures, or DIY creativity, we hope these ideas sparked inspiration for your own dreamy cottage garden. If you enjoyed this tour, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to Thyme for Gardening for more small garden inspiration, and let us know your favorite fence idea in the comments below. We'd love to hear how you're planning to bring charm and character to your garden space. Until next time, keep blooming beautifully.